How the fuck am I gonna be a promoter and I'm out here doing some shit? I'm out here doing everything I said I was gonna do. As an artist, you can do everything you said you was gonna do too. But you can't be bigger than the assignment, my nigga. Y'all got somebody here that's giving you points to y'all, motherfucker. You feel me? Next hottest shit out here.
Nay. will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense getting set for first down. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
On the move, it's Francis. Finds a crease at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for an open area to his left. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Eastern Michigan 7, TCU 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Now improvising. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. The defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground. Here we go.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll try to power it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he makes the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
He'll get rid of it. Find space on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the 2nd half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these 2 quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And that one will put them up here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to the ground with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To throw, it's Reed. Keeps looking downfield. He chucks one out to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now
He's going to fire deep. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
when you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, with it. Those linebackers are supposed to move and start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on the wide receiver.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Lets it fly! And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say,
And he sprints to the end zone! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Stanton. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Stanton. Pulled down for the tackle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Using his legs, it's Sampson. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Shoots it to the left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Shakes off the defender. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field, and it's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Some misdirection with the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here comes the field goal unit. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final.
Good game, bro. You played that shit well.
And that's the ball game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more?
That game was wild, man. I didn't think I was going to get that one, chat. I had to sweaty as shit.
Come down to the last play.
That's crazy. I barely won. Man, that was the hardest team ever. I thought the morning people were going to be easy. Hell no. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 48-minute game. That's how you know it was a good game. Usually they're like maybe about a good 28 minutes. That was almost an hour game. This guy I could not stop this guy. I just could not stop this guy. This guy was like, he scored every first play. Like, I don't even know. It took me like 6 plays just for every, that's crazy. I gotta save that game.